You won't have to yearn for something physically impossible. The colors, the focus, like a 7-year-old child or something. How it feels like to be there. How would it look like to be surrounded by that? Promise. Hi, how are you? I hope you're having a good day or night, or if you're not having a good one, stay here so that we can make it a good day or a good night. For sure. As always, I should say hello, bonjour, 안녕, konnichiwa minasan. Today I'm going to remind you how grateful you are to be able to enjoy one of the most important things that exist in the human body. And there are many people who sadly cannot enjoy having it actually. And that's the power of being able to watch, to see your sight. I mean, could you really see how beautiful the moon is if you didn't have those eyes? Could you enjoy watching the stars winking at you? The sunlight finding its way among the clouds to show off that flawless beauty? Or watching the ladybug running on a leaf on a sunny day, you know. I mean, all these details are beautiful in different ways, but just think about not being able to watching them happen. Look at your eyes. They're trying their best to make sure you can capture every moment as perfect as possible. Like, they constantly zoom in and zoom out, adapt themselves to the light, even if it changes in less than a second. They try their best to bring you the most beautiful pictures that cannot be captured by human-made cameras sometimes. So, have you experienced the moment when you see a beautiful scene and you just want to take that picture with your eyes? Like, it has happened to me many times. Like, I have no idea. Every time I go out for, hanging out with my friends, like going to nature, green places especially, or looking at the sky every morning, like the shape of the clouds, the sunlight, it just makes me want to take that picture with my eyes and save it instantly, instead of going to look for my camera, because I take pictures with my camera, not my phone. My phone is not that good for taking pictures. Anyways, I've always wanted that ability to take pictures instantly with my eyes. Unfortunately, we can't do that yet. Anyways, I think other people have felt that in order to, they have felt that kind of passion for saving a scene in front of them, and you try your best, but the camera fails once again to be compared to the incredible natural ability of your eyes. You go grab your camera, but that's not the outcome, that's not the result that you wanted. That's not what you saw with your eyes. Those are totally different. The angle, the colors, the focus, everything. And it's always been like that. But you may think about telescopes or microscopes. Well, naturally we're not able to see galaxies only with our eyes, but let's think about the feeling when we see a picture of the Milky Way, full of colorful stars and nebulas, beautiful nebulas. One of them, I think it's called Eagle Nebula. Yeah, I mean, just go and search the pictures. Like, since I was a child, like a 7-year-old child or something, I had this wish, like I wanted to be there. I wanted to experience being there, until the day I found out that those are only some kind of gases, not a physical place to be there. Like, that was very sad for me. And the fact that they are many, 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 many years far away from us. Light years, actually. So, you see those pictures and can't even name their colors, like the color of those stars and those nebulas. You just want to touch them and see how it feels like to be there. How would it look like to be surrounded by that unknown, mesmerizing pink and purple sky on that planet for a second? Just maybe that would be so many people's wish, like me. But you see, you just crave being there, but you can't actually be there, because those galaxies, those breathtaking stars, or even planets, are thousands of light years away from you. So why weren't we given the ability to see them with our own eyes at the first place? Naturally, I mean. Maybe because our eyes were never meant to show us the places we could never reach. I think that makes so much sense. That actually makes sense for me. Our eyes, they were designed to see the world and see the things we can touch, the world we can explore, the world we can become a part of. I think that's why they say gosh, I hate the background noises. I think that's why they say if you can see it, you can achieve it. Because when you see something and it means you're actually in a distance with them that you can someday maybe reach them. Someday, sometime. But it doesn't mean that they are unreachable. The things, that's my opinion. The things that are not reachable for you are mostly the things that you cannot even see with your own eyes unless you use cameras or unless you use telescopes or microscopes. As an example, stars, those nebulas, those galaxies, beautiful things in the space, or even the things that we see under the microscope. Imagine if they were real, those bacteria, those viruses. Under the microscope, they look so scary, and maybe that's the reason they were not designed so big or visible to our own eyes. Because if they were, we could not stand living, with them. They are so scary. What do you mean? They were designed in a size that we are not normally able to see them unless we use tools. And that, it's just been on my mind. Like, this whole thing has had a what do we call, a purpose. Like, the way our eyes are able to, the way our eyes are able to see things around us. I think this means your eyes are designed in such a way that you won't have to yearn for something physically impossible. That's the human-made technology that made us suffer over something we can't even reach, but can only see from far, far away. It made us feel miserable to the infinity. It's like smelling tasty food, watching how it's getting served, but you can't eat it. That's the same story of me when I was 7, and I could see the picture of those nebulas, the Eagle Nebula, but I was told that, you can never reach them because they are thousands of light years away from planet Earth. So that actually is sad. Anyways, let's not make it sad. When you think deeper, maybe that's the greatest gift your eyes have ever given you. They don't only help you see the world around you, they quietly remind you that every beautiful thing within your reach deserves to be noticed. Have you ever looked into someone's eyes and understood their feelings without a single word? I'm sure this has happened for you. Or watch your mother smile after a long day and suddenly felt that everything was going to be okay. Of course, that has happened to most of us. Or like, have you ever seen the first flower of spring? The waves dancing under the golden sunset, or the raindrops resting on your window. And at that moment, you feel like your heart becomes lighter for no reason at all. Like, you just see something and you get a different feeling every moment, or your feelings actually change instantly by just seeing something. Let me actually remind you that your eyes are not just windows to the world. They're storytellers. They collect memories without making a sound. They remember the faces you love, the places that change you, maybe, or gave you beautiful or ugly memories, or the little moments you thought you would forget, but years later, one simple view can bring all of those memories back as if they never left. So that's the power of your eyes, your sight. For me, these are enough to appreciate the ability of being able, the ability of seeing, watching, looking at things. Be kind to your eyes. Let them rest after a long day. Let them wander through forests instead of screens sometimes. We have to go out and look at nature more in details instead of staring at pictures or staring to our screens. Every kind of screen. Even this video that you're watching right now. Promise me that as soon as possible you're going to go to some parks, I don't know, green places near to you, I don't know, anywhere that can help you get that beautiful image of nature again. Promise. Now that you have promised me, you gotta promise something else too. Let your eyes look up at the sky more often than they look down. Because every blink they take is another quiet promise that they will keep showing you the beauty this world still has to offer. And perhaps one day when you look back at your life, you won't remember every word you heard or every sound you listened to, but I'm sure you'll remember the sunrise that made you stop walking, or the face that made you, that made you like feel something is different, like that made your heart race, or the road that led you home, or the stars that reminded you how small yet how incredibly lucky you are to be able to see. I think I gave you enough of reasons to appreciate your eyes, even if they are not perfect, like physically or internally. maybe you're using glasses or lenses, or maybe you had to do some operations in order to see better or see like a normal person. But whatever you have done to be able to normally see, you still have to appreciate the power of your eyes, because you may not be able to see this world one day. I mean, it will happen to all of us. People will not be able to live forever, so let's just be aware of this gift and try to protect them more than before. Use less screen time. Even if you want to see or listen to ASMR videos, it's better to listen to them and just don't look at the screen. And if you're watching on your phone, put your phone away and use headphones. It's still ASMR. It's not about visual things. I mean, unless you're watching ASMR videos with visual content, special visual content, but ASMR is mostly related to listening, and I don't know any other things that you can do in order to let your eyes rest a little bit more. Less screen time in any ways possible. That's all the things you can do. And as long as you can see beautiful things, why would you choose watching sad things or, I don't know, scary things? It will affect your mind, and your eyes are the door to your mind and your soul. So be aware of what you are letting inside your mind and your soul. I don't have any other things to say, so I hope you enjoyed this video as always. And yep, bye, au revoir, 안녕, matane minasan.